Panzer IV on the right doesn't seem to have noticed this T-34. It could definitely give some assistance to the Stug. We also have an elephant tank somewhere lurking around. I do believe it's already firing somewhere around here. It's a veteran Tiger. Veteran Tiger and the elephant tank. Deadly combination right now. Nuotany with the veteran Tiger. Scorpion with the elephant tank. It's a complete lockdown for Russians. They will not be able to make their armor very effective with this couple on the field. The T-34 seems to have exploded in the background, along with a Stug, which appears to be not usable. T-34 is actually still alive. It was masked behind this flaming wreckage. Not sure what that is, but it doesn't really matter because there's death to be had. Finally, the T-34 explodes. The turret flies off. Debris goes everywhere. 222 now comes in to clear up all the infantry around in the area. Dr. Pitbull crawling his infantry away. Things are starting to look bad for the Russians. Without any anti-tank to take out the veteran Tiger and Elephant, it's just going to be very difficult for them to assist and support their infantry, who's going to move up and capture the zones. You can see this right-hand side, though, is actually falling to the Russians. There's still enemy presence there, but they're slowly taking that position. As for the left-hand position, though, that's completely fallen. The German forces are slowly going to move some infantry in there to take care of that zone. 203mm and D1 heavy howitzer providing support. I'm not sure if we're going to see that 203mm fire at all. Hopefully he's not forgotten about it. Hopefully he has fired it. I'm pretty sure he damn has. It's just that we've missed it. But it's a shame. I can't capture everything in these battles. It's freaking hard. The right-hand point has actually fallen. Russians are no longer taking this. Scorpion brings up a light tank to deal with any approaching infantry. Also making a move on this industrialized area. No Russian presence there whatsoever. It seems like the Russians have kind of given up. Slowed down quite a lot. We've got some movement here now, which is all good. They've got to get back into this fight by taking some zones. Veteran Tiger, I think that was a 203mm shell. It was one hell of a large explosion. But it misses that Veteran Tiger. Veteran Tiger is going to approach on this right-hand side, supported with a half-track and a 222 on the left. It looks like Pitbull is sending all these guys to their death. They're not going to be able to deal with that Tiger. More 203mm shells landing on there. Nortway bringing up that heavy Tiger, bringing up the half-track. As expected, all these guys die. The Russians only need 5 more points if they can just capture 2 more zones. They've lost one. They're losing a second one now. Another T-34 enters the field. That's not going to be able to compete with the heavy Tiger unless they can get a sneaky flank off, which means they need to keep it hidden. Shikada and Eva moving up on this right-hand side, trying to take this flag. If they can just take that, as well as one more zone, just for about a minute or two, they will win the game. They have plenty of time to do this. The German forces only have 67 points out of 100. Seems like this right-hand side is going to be too much for them to take. Could use this D1 howitzer. Looks like they want it fired on this location. Maybe trying to assault that flag and capture it back, but with that veteran Tiger there, with the elephant tank there, I can't see any attack with what they have left being effective. We had one sneaky guy trying to get an AT grenade onto that T-34. Another successful one though on the 203mm artillery. It's now not usable. It's a shame because that was one of the things that could have really changed this game. If anything, not the T-34, it would have definitely been that artillery piece. Just one shot on the heavy Tiger could have disabled it, maybe allowing infantry to approach or the T-34 to flank. Regardless, the attacks continue on this right-hand side. The Pak-40 using its HE rounds on the side of this wall, blowing up the cover, stopping infantry sneaking around that wall, getting closer to the assault zone. Right now, Inuki wishes Inuki was a Pokemon. It would make casting a hell of a lot easier, only being able to say my own name. We have smokes up here. Not sure who it's from or if it's by accident. It does look like an artillery fired that though, the amount of smokes there. Philoneer saying GG, we have nothing left. GG. GG. I hate GG. May as well get this out of the open now, but I really don't like good game. It's, you know, let's give it a little bit more than a good game. Let's say, oh, that elephant tank was just the bomb. That veteran tiger really surprised me in the end. You know, comment on the battle rather than just a lazy ass approach and saying, GG. Don't care what you did, man. I want to play the next game. But this battle is still going to continue. As there's points left on the clock, I don't think anyone's going to really give up that much. There's still fun to be had as a Black Panzer from Black Widow engages these infantry. We still got the heavy tiger in the back, keeping its distance just in case. Felony saying, lost so much infantry. There was a hell of a lot of infantry lost in that battle. It wasn't just yours. Shikada getting a good flank on this Pack 40. Gunning down some of the infantry. One guy goes down. He's still got one remaining, but that goes down as well as he gets the grenade out. He would have been better going prone. 222 joins the field though. That wasn't going to go on for much longer. Eva saying human waves. There was a hell of a lot of waves of infantry. I remember in the center position, that flag was neutralized for so long, constantly going back and forth as infantry just ran into the center and constantly died at the hands of an MG and an IS-3 from either side of the road. And now this road appears to be completely covered by the Germans. No infantry or armor going to be approaching. We've got the supply truck that we saw in the middle of this game, not mid-game, the middle of this particular game, which had to resupply that IS-3 tank. It fired so many shots, it had a battle with a tiger and was victorious. That tiger, if I remember correctly, was controlled by Nawatanai. And the elephant, its second boss that the IS-3 had to face, controlled by Scorpion. It was a very long battle indeed. A lot of infantry died in between those two tanks, and now we have this veteran tank. It would have been nice to see that IS-3 have a battle with that. But you know, it was a good game nonetheless. Shikada still approaching on this left-hand side with a full 4-man infantry squad. But it's covered by an elephant and a 222. They're going to move back straight away. And being hit by artillery, they've got their own little light AT gun here. My voice is failing me. I think I'm just going to relax and maybe give a few announcements as we watch the battle end in its final minutes. The points going up for the Germans. It's almost over. So announcements. We've got a map making competition that's going to be ending on the 5th of September. Check out the Digital Mindsoft forums for more information on that. Secondly, Red Orchestra 2, a game I'm quite looking forward to. It's a first-person shooter game made by Tripwire Interactive, the same people who made Killing Floor and obviously Red Orchestra 1. They started out as a mod company and they're making games pretty much for themselves. We've got a sacrificial Sakura Wahoo Dad from Eva running into the center, getting taken out by the AAA. I think I'm kind of disappointed that the 203mm cannon didn't really get to be that effective in this game. I'm going to go ahead and spawn one and see if Dr. Pitbull can take his revenge. Just one last shot before this game ends. Come on, Pitbull, you are well aware of this. It's starting to move, but a Puma is approaching on the right-hand side. Puma destroys it. That was a waste. Oh, dear. It's an RPG shot, and the game is over. I do hope you have enjoyed this game. I've already given announcements. I'm Inuki. You are watching, or have watched InukiTV. I keep making that same mistake. Congratulations to Scorpion Nawatani, Black Widow, and Beer Soldier. Unlucky Shikada, Pitbull, Eva, and Felony. You have lost today's game, and therefore you forfeit your lives. Good night, everybody.